and by Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar, America's favorite neighbor.
Back at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C., the New York Jets up by 3 at the break, 13-10, and they got there with a solid ground game. They opened the game by driving for a field goal attempt, and they kept it on the ground. Adrian Morrell with a terrific first half, and look at what the Jets have accomplished in this first half alone. 13 points already. In 3 of the 4 previous games, they had scored no more than 7. Total yards at the halftime break, 248, and third down conversions, 6 of 10. And how about the running back?
Yeah, Adrian Morrell was a large part of that with the 99 yards. And he had long runs like this. And then the touchdown run, although it was only 9 yards, good block by Duffy, and then he just bowled over Morrison from about the 3-yard line. And he was supposed to be the featured guy tonight. He was supposed to get some wear and tear, and he's done that. But again, as we also said, Vern, they need to continue to run the football in the second half. This is the error they made last week against the Giants. They need to come out and run again. Well, the Redskins got on top 3-0, then fell behind 10-3, and they went to the gadget play for their touchdown. Yeah, and again, you talk about powerful runs. Leslie Shepard did it here from about the 2-yard line, runs right through 2 tacklers for the Jets. An aggressive play calling, much more aggressive by Norv Turner this first half than he's had this entire year. Norv Turner calling on Leslie Shepard, who starts tonight in the absence of Michael Westbrook, last year's #1 pick, who's out with another injury. And the Jets leading 13-10 as we get set for quarter number 3. Don Silvestri will kick off. Nice and high, but returnable. Brian Mitchell at the 1. Mitchell, good special teams play by the New York Jets. Lonnie Young, number 44, makes the tackle at the 21-yard line. And now Gus Frerotte, 7th-round pick a year ago. Head-to-head battle much of last year with Heath Schuler and through training camp. And then he said, Norv Turner called him in at the end of preseason, said, "Who do you think I should start?" Frerotte said, "Well, what do you think I'm going to say?" And he got the nod over the #1 pick of a year ago. And he hasn't had to win a game yet. It'll happen this year. It may happen tonight. But modest numbers. 2 years ago when they were both chosen. Here's Frerotte. Oh, wide open. Henry Ellard all by himself. Obvious mix-up in the secondary. And Victor Green, number 21, comes over from the free safety spot, or strong safety, to make the tackle. You know, a week ago, the Redskins only threw 1 pass to a wide receiver. Well, tonight, only 1 wide receiver's caught a pass. That's Henry Ellard. He's caught 3 of those, though. And you notice again the separation. When he gets open, he's open by a long shot. All 3 of his catches has been tremendous separation between him and the defender. Backs in the eye. And on first down and 10, Terry Allen gets it, and he goes over the block. Roughly, he's knocked backwards. Mike Chilinsky, number 71, and Bobby Hamilton. There's a substitution at center now for the Washington Redskins. Corey Raymer, the starter, out with a knee sprain and is out for the remainder of the game. And Jeff Ulenake, an 8th-year pro from Ohio State, is in at center. So up front, Joe Patton, Trey Johnson, Corey Raymer, Bob Dahl, Raymer out, and Ed Simmons. Ulenake is in at 284 pounds. Whoops. Jamie Asher, the intended receiver, number 84. Jamie Asher is a guy that Cam Cameron, the quarterback's coach, was saying this guy is growing. He's a good tight end. He's getting better, and they put in 3 or 4 different things for him each week. Last week against the Rams, they split him out as a wide receiver and ran him on a post pattern. Cam Cameron, the quarterback coach, Norv Turner, still calling the plays. 3rd and 9. Mitchell is in along with Brooks and Shepard as wideouts. Shepard goes back left. 4-man rush. Frerotte comes near side as a man, and a first down to Ellard in front of Aaron Glenn, number 31. You know, Vern, once again, Henry Ellard goes into that break covered. Aaron Glenn, number 31 for the Jets, has him well covered right down here at the bottom. But as he comes out of the break, is where the see that he doesn't change speed when he comes out of the break, and that is what has made him so difficult to defend over the past 14 years.
For a long time, he played with the Rams, and his coach, position coach, was Norv Turner, the receivers coach under John Robinson in Los Angeles. First down and 10. Allen goes right, gets to the 25-yard line. We were chatting with Henry yesterday and said, go back 10 years when Norv Turner was your coach. Could you imagine him as a head coach? And Henry Ellard said, no, not really, because he thought Norv had such a quiet demeanor that he couldn't get on his team. So that changed.
Yeah, like the first week of practice when he started screaming at some players. This is a guy, you know, there's not tenure for NFL coaches, but you kind of get the feeling that Norv Turner's going to be around for a while.
Second down and 7. Deep front side, that one is caught, and a flag is down. Jamie Asher, who was split out wide to the left, and made the grab.
Yeah, remember we were just talking about each week they put in 3 or 4 plays just for Jamie Asher. And really the same play they ran last week against the Rams, except this time he's on the left-hand side. You know, perfect pass. He screens Victor Green out.
Holding. Number 21 to the defense. Penalties decline. First down.
17-yard gain. Yeah. Look what's happened tonight. 2 to the running backs, more passes to the wide receivers, 3 to the tight ends, but Jamie Asher used all 6'3" of his body to screen out the defender.
Double tight end set. Here's Terry Allen with a block and a touchdown. That is the 10th consecutive game in which Terry Allen has scored a touchdown rushing. 10 games in a row. The all-time record is 13. He's still chasing it.
Yeah, there he is, chasing John Riggins, another Redskin. George Rogers, a Redskin.
Most remarkable thing there is probably Emmitt Smith, who had 11 in 94-95, and then was held out in a loss to the Redskins a year ago, came back with 11 more. So he, minus that one game, would have had 23 straight games. But Terry Allen, what a force he has become.
Yeah, in all parts of the field, and then Vern, I think, really good inside the 20. You got a strong arm quarterback and a determined runner, and that's why they've been a good inside the 20 team.
Scott Blanton. Extra point is up and good.
2 good blocks on that touchdown run. First by number 20, the fullback, Mark Logan. He cleans out his guy. Then 88, James Jenkins gobbles up Aaron Glenn. Terry Allen gets his touchdown, his 10th consecutive touchdown for the Redskins.
Ronald Moore and Henry Bailey are deep. This will be Bailey, number 80. No, it's Moore backing up, grabs it, touchback. So Scott Blanton.
A Vern 7-play drive, 79 yards. It started with Henry Ellard down the left sideline. And you got a little bit more of Henry Ellard, who continues to find a way to get open. And then you get some big blocks by your left guard, number 77, Trey Johnson. You hug the block of your fullback, and 8 yards later, you're on the board. And you have a lead. That was a very good offensive drive, mixing it up again.
Yet again, the New York Jets start 80 yards away. And the odds are not good of going 80 yards for a touchdown or for any kind of score. Richie Anderson, number 20, on the first down play, gets just a couple.
Well, you know, that's Sean Gilbert was in on the tackle. In the first half, Vern, Sean Gilbert only had 1 tackle. So, you know, the Jet game plan, you know, every week you have game plans. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. They did. And they ran at him, but he only had 1 tackle in the first half, and that's his 2nd tackle of the ball game.
He's got a contract coming up at the end of the year. Be tough to sign.
And if you're an offensive lineman, you hate playing against a guy who's got a contract coming up.
Second down. Slaughter's in the lineup. Keyshawn Johnson in motion. Play fake. Out of the backfield, they find Keyshawn Johnson for his 3rd catch tonight. You know, we were talking about that difficulty in going 80 yards. the offense average for the Jets.
Yeah, look at that. Only 8% of the time have they gone for touchdowns. But look at the NFL average. This is why coaches talk about field position. On average, NFL average, if you have to go 80 yards, you only score touchdowns 11% of the time. So, you know, a good kicking game, field position is so critical.
First down 10 after the Johnson catch. Morrell comes right and into the arms of Sterling Palmer, Boutte. Tom Carter was up there in the middle of it. And Morrell now 100 yards on 19 carries. Rod Stevens also there. Second and 9. 17-13, Redskins. O'Donnell, good downfield coverage. Comes left and throws it away. Gus Perrott made an amiable pass at it. Flag is down. Here's Dale Hamer.
Holding. Defense, number 25. 5 yards. First down.
I don't think he was.
He didn't agree with the call?
No.
Yeah.
And he wasn't referring to the official. Adrian Morrell has accomplished two things tonight that last happened when New York won a ball game. He scored a rushing touchdown. He's gone over 100 yards. It last happened at Seattle late November last year when they won it 16-10. This time he darts behind the block of his left guard, Roger Duffy, into the arms of Rod Stevens and Rich Owens.
You know, in every team, Vern, as you know, we see a lot of NFL teams that have a personality. You know, the 49ers, it's a passing time type of team. Pittsburgh, you're a running team. And up until tonight's ball game, this Jets did not have a trademark, a personality, and they've started to develop one. I mean, this has been a very good running football team tonight. I think that's what Rich Kotite wants them to be.
They look at a second down and 7 here. Gilbert with a little bit of pressure. Carter defending, and the ball is going to be ruled down by contact. Keyshawn Johnson with the catch.
I think Keyshawn Johnson was trying to stretch the ball out, and Tom Carter knocked it away.
Interesting in our chat with Keyshawn Johnson last night.
Yeah, Vern, I think he was actually after the catch. Well, that is really good coverage and a strong catch, strong one-handed catch by Johnson. And Tom Carter keeps fighting and scratching and clawing.
Are you convinced he had possession?
No, I'm not.
It goes as a catch at the 48. Morrell goes right. Oh, what a nifty move. What a dandy little play by Morrell.
Boy, and a really good block by Matt O'Dwyer, number 70, the right guard. This offensive line has come to life. Watch number 70 coming right at you. He just gets in there and just kind of starts pushing bodies. His teammates' bodies, Redskin bodies. And when you do that, Adrian Morrell can have a nice little gain.
First down and 10 at the 35, and time has been called as Daryl Pounds, number 31, is...
Yeah, they didn't give him the first on that either, Vern.
Right.
Yeah.
Second and 1. Beg your pardon. Daryl Pounds, number 31, comes to the near sideline. Second-year man from Nicholls State. Second down 1 at the 40, a 17-13 game with 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Morrell comes left. And now first down inside the 40 at the 38.
You know, Vern, that was only a 2-yard run, but that's a good run. I mean, he had every Redskin defender thinking he was going to try to dash to the outside and outrun him, and then he's able to stop, cut back, and pick up the first. You know, watch it. Just for a moment, it looks like he's going to race to the sideline to try to outrun people. And then he stops, cuts right underneath Ken Harvey, and then gets the tough yards.
Closing in on his career high, which he set in that win at Seattle of 116. He's got 114 right now. 1st and 10, Jeff Graham and Keyshawn Johnson both go right. O'Donnell with time. Right flat, man open. Graham with the grab. Marcus Patton, the linebacker, out there to make the tackle. Another excellent first down play.
And they've got it going again, Vern. You know, you got Adrian Murrell inside, and then you bounce him outside a little bit. Picks up a good first down. You throw the ball to Johnson. Back to Jeff Graham. And they're protecting Neil O'Donnell. Only 1 sack on the evening. Remember, they came in as the worst in the NFL with 18 sacks.
2nd down and 4. Morrell with Anderson's block. This time there is no opening at right guard. David Williams and Matt O'Dwyer unable to supply the help.
See number 70 picking himself up there, Matt O'Dwyer. Bill Muir is the offensive line coach of the Jets, and this is his 2nd year. A year ago, he was talking about Matt O'Dwyer, and he said he was like a blind dog in a butcher shop. He kind of smelled the meat, but couldn't see it. It was just kind of flailing at everything, and now he's got the hang of things.
I think Bill Muir spent much too long in that freshman composition class. Creative writing, yeah. 3rd and 4. Graham comes back to the near side. Out of the shotgun, 5-man rush. Graham with the catch, and it's another first down.
Yeah, Jeff Graham is having a pretty good second half here. And this is a guy, a year ago, he had a big year with the Bears. 82 catches, over 1,000 yards. Lines up kind of in the I formation there behind Corbett. And then on the move, runs away from Brian Walker. And you love to see receivers catching routes when they're on the move so they can do something with it after the catch.
Again, the emphasis on first down plays,
yeah.
Pat. This Jet team is now 7 of 11 on 3rd down conversions. In large part because of their success on first down. And they've got another one here. Sweep right. Guess who? For the 24th carry of the ball game.
Well, we suggested he may be getting some wear and tear, and indeed he has. You know, some runners get better and better and better as the game gets along. I mean, he's been very good since the 1st quarter.
I don't think there was a soul in all of New York City last week who didn't tell the Jets, you gotta run the ball.
Well, look what he's done. Career high, 121 yards. And again, look at the average, 5.3 yards per carry.
2nd down and 4. Another 6-yard gain on first down. Sweep left. Daryl Green, the 14-year veteran at cornerback, up to make the stop. Daryl Green out of Texas A&I in Kingsville, Texas, which has now become a part of the Texas A&M system. And it's now referred to as Texas A&M-Kingsville.
We have run into about 5 players from Kingsville so far this year, haven't we?
Yep. Javelinas.
Javelinas, that's it. Yeah. What? And a javelina is a
wild hog
of some sort. Yeah. Wild hog.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with them.
Yeah, certainly not down here in hog country.
3rd and 5. Blitz. O'Donnell, good protection. Keyshawn Johnson. And the flag is down. He made the grab, and they're going to get a penalty, which they will decline.
Those are the 2 passes against that man, 25, Tom Carter, against Philadelphia, which really led to 2 touchdowns and a Philadelphia win. The Jets clearly watched that tape, but the great throw.
Pass interference, defense, number 25. The pass was complete. The penalties declined. First down.
Great throw, good concentration by Johnson. And once again, just screening out those defensive backs. And these Jet receivers have some size to them. Johnson, 6'3", 215 pounds. And he's wearing number 19 by special dispensation by the NFL.
pretty good guys have worn that number a few years ago near Sputnik time. Sterling Palmer makes the tackle on Morrell.
Well, who's worn number 19 that you've enjoyed?
Well, the immediate guy that comes to mind, of course, is Lance Allworth with the Chargers.
Yep.
Yeah. Another Lance wore it for Dallas. Lance Rensel. He wore number 3 in college,
yep.
and they asked the league to allow him to wear number 3 in the league.
No.
Said no.
And he didn't want to. They have some 80s available, but they asked for 19. They allowed him to wear it.
Johnson is tied a season high with 6 grabs. He had 6 against Miami. Second down. Morrell, they fake the reverse. They try the reverse. It's still free. Who got it? Jets recovered. Looked like it was Roger Duffy.
You know, Vern, that was a bad play from the very beginning, and Morrell was trying to decide whether he was going to give it to Johnson or not. And for a while there, he said no, and at the last end, he said, yeah, I think I will. And that was the wrong decision. He should have just kept that thing and not given him the ball. See, that was a sloppy handoff, no chance of the exchange. And they're just lucky that a hustling Roger Duffy, who's done a good job of blocking Sean Gilbert tonight. It didn't look like Johnson was looking for the ball.
Jets came in having given it away 11 times. They've yet to give it away tonight. Almost did then. 3rd and 23. 4-man rush. O'Donnell dances out to the right. That will be complete at the 15-yard line, but it will be short of the first down. Webster Slaughter's catch means we will see Nick Lowry again. So they tried the reverse, a play on which the Redskins scored in the first half. They lose 13 yards, and they come up with Lowry on to try and bring the Jets to within 1. For his career, he is also the number 2 all-time percentage field goal kicker ever. Just over 80%. Got this one. Lowry chasing Jan Stenerud in the record books, but also trying to help his team to their first victory of the season. They trailed by 1. 10, and they pulled to within 1, 17-16. Here's tonight's GMC leaderboard. The New York Jets in their history have never had a coach with a winning record. Closest, Sammy Baugh, who was the coach of the New York Titans in 60 and 61. Next closest, Joe Walton. Frank Ramus has been the director of public relations for the New York Jets since 1963. What that underlines is he's never worked for a head coach with a winning record. Ramus gives new meaning to the term masochist. The kickoff out to the 12-yard line. Brian Mitchell. Little helmet repair going on. We've got a good one going here at RFK.
Johnson, who goes over Houston defender Daryl Lewis and completes a 62-yard touchdown. That's our practically amazing Isuzu play of the day.
A view from high overhead RFK Stadium where the Redskins trying to win their 4th in a row. They lead the New York Jets 17-16, 2:10 remaining. And they've got the ball inside their own 15-yard line. First down and 10. Norv Turner, 3rd year here, 3 and 13 the first year. Double that effort, 6 wins a year ago, and now 3 in a row after losing the opener this season. From Martinez, California, in the East Bay area, Norv and his brother Ron, who's the offensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears, the 2 youngest of 5 kids raised by a single mom. First down and 10. Handoff right side. Ooh. Terry Allen gets popped pretty well on his 13th carry of the night.
You know, we have a 1-point ball game, Vernon. It has been a pretty good game. Yeah, I mean, particularly for those people who expected the Jets to lay down. And, you know, the way these two teams are constructed and the way Rich Kotite is calling plays and his offensive coordinator, Ron Harahart, and then Norv Turner's kind of conservatism really this year, they're going to play a lot of fourth-quarter games. The Redskins and the Jets hope to be in a lot of fourth-quarter games.
2nd and 9. Perrott caught by Leslie Shepard, his first grab of the night, and only his 5th grab of the season. He does have 2 rushes tonight, one of them for a touchdown.
Well, that's only the 2nd different wide receiver that Gus Frerotte has found this evening. Ellard's caught 4 passes. Shepard now catches his first for 8 yards.
And Shepard is limping as he comes to the sideline.
And you mentioned they're missing Michael Westbrook, who's going to be out for a couple more weeks, they think.
Brings up a 3rd and 1. Washington 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. Allen, Mark Logan in the backfield. Backs in the eye, double tight end set. Give it to Mark Logan, and with the second effort, he squirts out to the 25, and that'll be enough to move the chain.
When you talk about good play calling, and Norv Turner is a very good play caller. And it's a mix of plays. I mean, I think every Jet defender, and quite honestly myself included, thought Terry Allen was going to get that ball. Cam Cameron, the quarterback coach here, he and Norv are on headset together, but Norv still calling the plays.
Russ Grimm is up so high he's in the clouds, and it's fogged up his glasses. That's a long way up there.
It is.
It's like a 15-story building. Frerotte goes deep. Crossing pattern. Bill Brooks all the way out to the 46. Aaron Glenn with a tackle. But Brooks, the 11-year man from Boston U, another free agent acquisition.
And now Gus Frerotte is kind of getting his arm loosened up. I mean, before this game tonight, they were featuring tight ends and backs, but they're using the wide receivers. And you got a strong arm quarterback and a guy not afraid to get over the middle like Bill Brooks. You have a chance for a pretty good play. And that's what happens. You give Terry Allen the ball 13 times. Linebackers start paying attention.
Start of the 4th, pitch back. Frerotte. He's got Leslie Shepard open deep. Here's Leslie Shepard all the way for the touchdown. So much for conservatism in this middle political season.
Yeah, they're way left tonight. Way left.
On the first play of the final stanza.
And remember, I don't know if you remember, Newt Rockne once went out of a game limping off the field, came back in a few plays later, caught a touchdown pass, smiles all around as there should be because they just got one.
What a setup. What a setup. Leslie Shepard, extra point is up, and it's good. 3rd-year player from Temple. Cam Cameron said, I'm not sure we know how fast he is.
2 play-action passes in a row. This one of the strange variety, but again, a big play to Leslie Shepard, who had just limped off the field a few moments earlier. That's a fun call.
5, Leslie Shepard. That was the first in his career. I'll bet this one he'll remember even longer. Especially if he was doing a Shakespeare. As we think he was. Thespian awards all around. Ronald Moore. Good open field tackle by Stanley Richard. Trying to make amends for missing the morning meeting and the team photograph. Picture this, Stanley Richard.
Oh, man.
Continues to receive on the bench. After that touchdown grab of 52 yards. 1st and 10 Jets. And the handoff on the right side to Morrell. Well, you be the judge, and since this is television, we'll talk about Emmys instead of Tonys or Oscars. 3rd play from the end of the 3rd quarter, Pat.
Yeah, Leslie Shepard, I don't know if this is a Laurence Olivier or not, but he comes limping off there. Now, that didn't look like a man who could outrun the entire Jet defense, but he did. So he's limping off. A few plays later, he sprints past everybody on the Jet defense.
Well, if it wasn't an Olivier, perhaps it was a John Goodman.
Yeah, next best thing, right? But an entirely different play calling tonight for these Washington Redskins and Norv Turner than they have had in their prior 4 games. I mean, it was a lot more conservative. They won with defense the first 4 weeks, or 3 out of the first 4, and Norv knows he needs a lot more offensive production tonight.
There was a flag down while we were in replay, and Dale Hamer trying to sort it out for us. With a 24-16 count, Norv Turner looks over. And this one's going to go against the New York Jets. We will now receive the explanation.
That's a 10-yard offensive holding foul. 10 yards.
Against someone. Last week against the Giants, a woeful fourth quarter in those miserable conditions.
Yeah. 3 plays and a punt, then 6 and a punt, 3 more and a punt. The game ends on downs. It was pretty ugly.
They have played well tonight. Last possession, 10 minutes. But they had to settle for a field goal. O'Donnell left side. Caught by Jeff Graham at the 23-yard line. Daryl Green, number 28, and Scott Turner, number 29. Defensively. Here's Scott Turner. Of course, Norv and Nancy Turner have 3 children, the oldest of whom is 14. His name is Scott. And Norv said when they drafted Scott Turner, this one, in the 7th round, he said, better play well, because if we cut you, I'm giving my jersey, your jersey, to my oldest son.
And he got his attention because he's played well.
2nd down, 10. Come right, Jeff Graham. Tom Carter is right there.
Tom Carter really has played well tonight. I mean, guys have caught some balls on him, but boy, he has been awfully close, and when they have these, he's made the tackle. The guy, only in his 4th year, 16 career interceptions already. He's on a pretty good pace as far as interceptions.
3rd down, 6. New York, an outstanding 8 of 13 on 3rd down conversions tonight. But few of them have been more than 4 yards long. Blitz. O'Donnell with pressure. Goes right. Picked off by Crevette. Got behind Scott Turner.
You know, all the things that Neil O'Donnell and the Jets weren't doing the first 4 games, they're doing tonight. I mean, they're throwing the ball away when they have to. They're picking up the blitz when they have to. And on 3rd downs, they've been real successful. And again, good touch by Neil O'Donnell. Throws it away from Turner. Allows Crevette just to kind of run under it. And again, they convert on 3rd down, which they've been really sensational tonight.
9 of 14. And that game was for 28 yards. And a lot of time left. Morrell, they get back to the ground game on 1st down. Pick up just 2 here. Sean Gilbert, number 94.
You know, when you have the strength, when you have something you're really good at, you know, you have a chance to do it in the 4th quarter, and the Jets right now are running the football pretty well. But they single blocked Sean Gilbert one of the few times tonight, Vern, and you saw what happened. They said they were going to try to double team him every time they could. Well, they didn't that time.
They acquired him from the St. Louis Rams for a 1st round draft pick, which was the 6th pick in the draft. It became Lawrence Phillips. Gilbert playing inspired football this season. O'Donnell back. Into the flat, caught by Morrell. 1-on-1, and a good job by Tom Carter.
Boy.
Ron Lynn let a headset fly then.
Oh, this time Sean Gilbert right here. He's going to get blocked by 3 different Jets. We got the center, Alexander, and both guards, O'Dwyer and Duffy. That's one way to stop him.
3rd and 11. 1 sack tonight for Ron Earhart and his New York Jet offense. Only 1. 9-man or a 7-man front. Here's O'Donnell. He dodges out of this sack from Gilbert and lets it go. Crevette. Oh, what a run! How about keeping the drive alive?
That's twice in a row Crevette has done it on 3rd down. I mean, that was what, 3rd and 13? The last time was 3rd and 11?
3rd and 11.
And you start by taking care of Sean Gilbert, number 94, for a while at least. You got a screen block there, and Neil O'Donnell has enough little scramble. And then it was just a really determined run by Crevette at the end of that. He should have been stopped, tackled about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
on 3rd and 11, a gain of 13, and a first down at the 35. 11:10 to go in the ball game. Morrell comes right. That is his 30th carry tonight. 30th carry for Morrell.
Yeah, this has been a long drive by this New York Jet team, and it's been a really productive one. Opened up the drive, throwing the football in the middle. They ran it with some success. 8 plays, 51 yards. And they've had some really clutch 3rd down plays.
2nd and 7 here from the Redskins 32. 4-man rush by Washington. And they throw it incomplete. O'Donnell threw it away in the face of pressure coming from Sterling Palmer, number 97.
Once again, a smart play by Neil O'Donnell. Now, Ron Earhart's got him well coached for this game. I'm talking about Neil O'Donnell, and he's got a good game plan that's working. And remember, this team, this Redskin team, has been a good defensive team this year, leading the National Football League in scoring defense. Really the only important defensive category. Now there's a look.
3rd down and 7. 4 of 5 3rd down conversions in the half. Deep left side into double coverage for Keyshawn Johnson, tipped away. Daryl Green, a former Javelina and a former Trojan. And Daryl Green, at 14 years in the league, stride for stride with the rookie from Southern Cal.
Yeah, you know, when you're in your 14th league, you can still have some fun as Daryl is. You get tested. I mean, if you're a rookie corner, you get tested. And if you're a 14-year corner, you get tested. And Daryl Green has responded to the test again tonight.
4th and 7, and time has been called on the field. We'll be right back.
Just sitting at Nick Lowry. I mean, it's an 8-point game. The offense, first offense, is still out in the field. But remember, there's 10 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in this ballgame. A lot of time. I mean, I can't believe they would think about going for it here on 4th and 7.
Well, last week we saw
They're going to.
Philadelphia leave Gary Anderson on the sideline with a 49-yard effort. This would be a 50-yard field goal.
Well, but mind, Nick Lowry has kicked a 58-yard field goal twice in his career.
O'Donnell with Lowry on the sideline now has the play call from Rich Kotite and Ron Earhart. 4th and 7. The Jets, despite an 0-4 record, have successfully completed 4 of 6 4th down plays. But what a risk here.
Just don't understand this one. Really don't. 8-point game with 10 minutes remaining. Plenty of time.
Lowry has kicked 3 of 4 tonight. He missed from 49 on his first effort.
The game clock, the 10-16.
Just remember, Vern, they're going to have to score and then score a 2-point play to tie the ball game up. So, you know, if they continue on with this drive, I mean, now you kick a field goal, you're 5 points down, a touchdown win.
4th and 7 for Rod's a cheerleader. 4 wide receivers set. Deep left, man open. Crabette makes the grab. First down, Jets.
That he has been clutch, both Crabette and Neil O'Donnell. First on 2 3rd and longs, and then on 4th and 8, or 4th and 7. He picks up 8. Yeah, started with good pass protection for O'Donnell. Clutch pass protection, clutch pass, and clutch catch.
Crabette, 4 catches tonight, 61 yards. A big 3rd and 11 catch earlier in the drive. Now he gets 8 yards on 4th and 7. Morrell at the 20. Despite the success, he's still surprised by the decision.
I am surprised. I really am, because, you know, again, they still need 2 big plays with 9:25 remaining in this ball game. They need the touch, then they need the 2-point play. And maybe they should trade for Terrence Mathis, who keeps scoring 2-point plays for Atlanta. He has 6 of them in his career.
Johnson and Graham break to the left. Webster Slaughter comes right. Kyle Brady, 1 catch for the season. The tight end is tight right. And he's not going out of the pattern this time. They go left for Graham. Inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Oh, Brady has really become a mystery for the Jets. #1 draft pick a year ago. Caught 27 in his rookie season. 1 catch so far this season for 8 yards, and he fumbled that one at the 2-yard line against the Colts. Last week they threw at him only 4 times, and tonight nothing.
You know, and this is a guy who was the 9th pick in the draft a couple of years ago, and Ron Earhart loves tight ends. He said he's not getting away from linebackers. He said linebackers are covering him too closely.
Brady tight right, back split. 1st and goal. O'Donnell, a little bit of pressure, tipped in the air, incomplete at the goal line. Intended for Richie Anderson. And Ken Harvey, number 57, who has the only sack of O'Donnell tonight, was back in pass defense that time.
Well, Ken Harvey, number 57, is a guy who's really gotten a reputation as a pass rusher, but he's played his best pass defense this year for the Redskins. As a matter of fact, got his very first interception of his career this year. But playing a lot better on 1st and 2nd down.
O'Donnell, 23 of 34 for 253 yards tonight. 2nd and goal.
Yeah,
Timeout. They have to use the 2nd of their 3.
Yeah, poor use of time.
8-point Washington lead. 8:17 to go.
Without the express written consent of the Washington Redskins and the National Football League is prohibited.
Back at RFK Stadium, we've got 2nd down and goal from the 7. Neil O'Donnell, Morrell in the backfield. O'Donnell looking right all the way, finds his tight end Baxter, who fumbles it out of bounds after the catch at the 5-yard line. So Fred Baxter, they went with a double tight end set. Now they're calling it incomplete. Oh, wow, I thought he had it.
And so did Fred. I mean, their tight ends have only caught 4 passes this year. Fred has caught 3, Brady 1 coming in tonight's ball game. Really strange when you think about Ron Earhart's teams. Now, that's a catch.
Oh, my
that's
gracious.
a catch. Yeah, that is an absolute catch and possession. They should have picked up, what, about 4 yards maybe?
That guy did a Gregory Hines after the catch. That's 4 steps in the tap dance. 3rd and goal. O'Donnell at the goal line, incomplete.
Oh!
Catch, a flag is down.
Boy, Ken Harvey almost picked that ball off.
Flag thrown on the near side of the field.
Okay, Ken Harvey, in his 9th year, had a chance for, believe it or not, only his 2nd interception in his career. I mean, this ball gets bounced around a lot. 1 try at it. I think he had two different stabs at it. There's 1. There's 2. Oof.
Dale Hamer. Still no preliminary indication. And now they've eaten the flag.
Well, and that 1st down. They got a 1st down. It had to be pass interference.
Defensive holding, they're now telling us, though Dale Hamer never announced it to the crowd,
right,
nor to us.
So it's a 1st down for the Jets.
Defensive holding is the call. O'Donnell, fade pattern. Keyshawn Johnson caught. Touchdown, flag down.
Did you see a signal go up? I didn't see a hand signal go up. You know, it looked like he caught it, but I never saw the official put his hands up.
You're right. This is 3 plays in a row. It's been a little shaky. I thought Johnson had it, but you're right, Pat. There was no indication.
Offense, number 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they call offensive pass interference on Keyshawn Johnson. And a great defensive play again by Tom Carter, who knocks the ball away. Let's take a look at the play again. Johnson at 6'3", Carter at 6 feet down here at the bottom of your screen. The matchup you kind of like, although Carter's played super all night. Well, that's not offensive pass interference, I promise you that. But that's a real good strip. That's not a touchdown either. It's not offensive pass interference. nor is it a touchdown. That's just a good strip there by Tom Carter. One more look. Catch it there, one leg down. I think he was, no, I think he was bobbling that ball. I think it was getting stripped as his second foot hit, Vern. You disagree, but that's okay. That's okay to disagree with me.
Close. Johnson arguing the call. If he interfered, he hit him with a whisk broom.
Yeah, it was an offensive pass interference, but the question is, did he have possession? Did both feet come down when he had possession of the ball? He's got possession there.
Okay, one, two, strip. Touchdown in my league, but I'm on a different platform. Anyway, it was ruled offensive pass interference, and that
which it was not.
Neither one of us saw that.
Which it was not.
Absolutely.
I think it was a heck of a play by Tom Carter, and you think it was a touchdown, and so let's give him 3 points.
Never the twain shall meet.
and he thinks it was a touchdown. This is a guy that's been clamoring all week and all weekend to us for the ball in critical situations.
Now there's a convention of officials going on at the 7-yard line, just now breaking up. 4 of them having a...
Following discussion, it has been ruled that the ball was intercepted by number 25.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
Well, I didn't see the end of that play. And whether Tom Carter, I thought he just knocked it away from him. This is a strange, strange turn of events. I mean, you could almost debate this is a touchdown, as we are, Vern. Well, then he does. He does. If you believe it was a strip, as I do, and if you follow the play long enough, and you believe my logic, then it is an interception. If you think he had possession of his foot down, it's a touchdown.
Now, the end of the play being the key, obviously. All of this without instant replay rules in effect.
There's Charlie Casserly, the general manager of the Redskins, very, very much in favor of it. Said there are 18 votes for. There's Charlie. There in the middle. 18 votes by NFL owners for replay. He needs 23 to get it passed.
Victor Green leading the discussion with Dale Hamer.
There's some real confusion here, Vern. I mean, they got to make a decision and live with it. And they've already made a decision. I don't think they could change their mind now. That's an injustice if they do.
I'd love to know who overruled whom, and going from offensive pass interference to an interception.
Well, those two are not inconsistent.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
those two things are not inconsistent.
And there never was, Pat, an indication of touchdown.
No, you're right. The official never put his arms up. No, Rich, I don't think you're going to get that one. Dale looks confounded, and that's Tim Millis, the back judge. All right.
Now think about Richie Kotite and the Jet State. Here's a team humiliated at home with the loss to the Giants last week, desperately fighting for some degree of respect and chasing their first win. They played well tonight.
All I know, Vern, is while they're trying to make up their minds, 30,000 people have been born in mainland China. It is time to make up your mind here.
There never was a touchdown ruled. I thought Keyshawn Johnson had made the grab, and then at the end of the play, you see Tom Carter roll over with the football on his stomach as he falls on his back. The original call was offensive pass interference on Keyshawn Johnson, then a huddle going on, and all of a sudden Hamer breaks out and announces that it's been ruled an interception.
Let's start with the first call. It was not offensive pass interference.
Right.
We're agreed on that. I believe it was interception. You believe it was a touchdown, but Dale Hamer's got to take control. He's got to make a decision and live with it.
Tell you what, if Dole and Clinton have this much excitement in their debate.
Interference was declined. First down. Redskins.
Well, that's a decision.
Take a look and let's see if we can sort out the participants.
Again, Keyshawn Johnson, again, no real pass interference. there is possession. 1 foot down foot as he's coming down. I think Tom Carter, Vern, I really do, makes the strip and the interception.
I will argue into the night.
That's
which,
okay. That's what makes this game great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I thought that Keyshawn Johnson's second foot had touchdown before the ball changed possession. Well, a moot point in the debating society now, but it was confusing.
You know, the real debate's next Sunday night, but that was a pretty good one tonight here in a political city.
Johnson explaining what he thought his interpretation of events to Jeff Graham.
You know, without replay, I think you have to make decisions quickly, Vern, and then just live with them. You're going to make some mistakes, but have some conviction.
2nd and 11, 7:25 to go. Across the
oh my, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Gary Jones with the hit.
Ouch.
Leslie Shepard, the recipient of the tackle.
That's a clean hit by Gary Jones, too. That's not one of those ones you get a fine on. Man, oh man. Mama, don't let your sons grow up to be wide receivers. Frozen rope by Farrat. Courageous catch by Shepard. A good clean hit, I think, by Gary Jones. Ouch.
Leslie Shepard receiving the attention of the medical staff.
And this is no Laurence Olivier this time, Vern.
Time called. Confusing night here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Indication. No. John Schlaer on that call, calling pass interference.
And it was Schlaer at the headlines, and then another back judge, Tom Millis. Harry Allen out to the 43.
Well, players have to play and officials ref, but I'll tell you right now, the Jets feel like they may have gotten robbed. But it's up to Gus Farrat to get his team going. 8-point lead. And, you know, he's thinking about at least a field goal now to take the make the Jets have 2 scores to beat them.
6:20 remaining in regulation time.
Well, it's a strange set of circumstance, wasn't it?
Time of possession, the New York Jets.
Wow.
They had run 15 plays before all the confusion in that drive and come up with nothing. They test the middle, nothing there.
By the way, Verna, we're happy to report Leslie Shepard did get up after that hit and trot off and smile on the sideline. So watch him to come in for some deep pass here in a moment.
Marvin Jones still down, and a little altercation among the two teams.
And Marvin Jones has been fighting the injury bug his entire 4 years with the New York Jets.
Time has been called because of the injury. We'll be right back. Injured on that last from high above. This is the Goodyear blimp. Stars and Stripes coming to you. Our thanks to Captain Daniels and the crew for these spectacular and always welcome shots during tonight's telecast. Wonder if they could tell what happened in the end zone. Captain Daniels, radio in. Give us your verdict. 3rd and 1. First down, Washington. Gary Jones with the tackle, number 25.
And when you're trying to protect a lead, and the Redskins are trying to protect that 8-point lead, having a strong running game and a good offensive line that you can count on is really, really important. And this is a team that's run the ball very well all season long, even in their loss. And you get Terry Allen, you run up there behind Trey Johnson and Joe Patton in particular on the left side, some good things are generally going to happen, like first downs.
First down and 10. And the clock at 4:45. Terry Allen again.
Terry Allen seems to cheat a defense out of 2 extra yards. Just when you think you have him stopped, kind of picks up an extra 2 or 3 yards. One of those determined kind of runners with balance.
71 yards and a 3.9 average. He did something really amazing. Had 1,000 yards one season in '92. Sat out for an entire year after reconstructive knee surgery. Came back with 1,000 yards the year after. Only the second man to ever rush for 1,000 on either side of a year absent from the game. Here's Allen.
Oh, man.
Down to the 45.
The block by Trey Johnson. Absolutely incredible. Number 77. Here's the big old guy. Man, it's hard to get a circle around him.
As you look at the Slate scoreboard.
This is a guy, Trey Johnson, number 77, that this Redskin team and Ken Cameron and the quarterback coach was telling us about. This is a guy they feature in the running game, and they run behind him. Although he's 320 pounds, they pull him a lot and follow him.
3rd and 4. Play fake. Perrott goes underneath, and it's caught by Galbraith, the tight end.
The growing confidence of Gus Frerotte and the growing confidence of Norv Turner in his third-year quarterback. You know, protect and lead, 3rd and 4. The easy call was to give the ball to Terry Allen, punt it away, play good defense. And Scotty Galbraith, who's caught 2 touchdown passes this year from Gus Frerotte. But again, the much more aggressive play calling by Norv Turner tonight.
Galbraith hurries over to the sideline. Marvin Jones heading into the locker room. First down on the Galbraith catch. Mark Logan, number 20. Nice run down to the 30-yard line.
Good running teams can protect leads. You know, the Redskins have been a good running team all this season. The Jets have been tonight. And although it's been a valiant effort so far for the Jets, this defense needs to stuff the run, cause a turnover maybe, and give Neil O'Donnell a chance. Because if they score, even if it's a field goal, the Redskins score a field goal, it's going to take 2 scores plus a 2-point conversion.
Jets used their final timeout and stopped the clock with 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. And Richie Kotite, no doubt, still thinking about that controversial play at the other end of the field where Keyshawn Johnson either did or did not make a touchdown catch. And then after offensive interference was ruled by one official, there was a get-together among the officials. And it was announced that there had been an interception by Tom Carter.
Again, one more look at it. Down here, here's where the flag comes. I think that is actually the side judge, Rick Patterson, who threw the flag. It's Rick Patterson and the side judge who throws the flag, and then you see the immediate huddle.
That's John Schlayer, wearing number 21, the head linesman.
So those 2 guys are involved in it. And you get a 3rd official there. That's Ken Baker, the field judge, right in here. And everybody's walking over to Dale Hamer.
Rick Patterson, who initially called offensive pass interference, and then it was ultimately ruled an interception by Carter. Mark Logan, and that will run the clock down to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds to play in the final nighttime game at RFK Stadium. Love the game of football. Football America premieres Friday, October 18th at 8 o'clock Eastern, only on TNT. 3rd and 1. Terry Allen, he'll score untouched.
Laverne, the Jet defense was just trying to make something happen. And it was the Red Sea parting.
A 28-yard touchdown run for Terry Allen. He's over 100 yards for the night. And the 3rd time this season. 101 on 20 carries. And his 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. Blanton for the extra point. 11 plays after the controversial interception ruling, Rich Kotite's team finds itself down by 15.
And hug the block, a big old 77, Trey Johnson. That's always a good thing to do. It was an all-out blitz, a sellout by the Jet defense, feeling they had to make something happen. And then here's the guy that's going to pull and lead the way. 320 pounds, yet he can move, and then he can find green jerseys. And you call on him one more time, and Terry Allen over the 100-yard mark. Both these teams have had some clutch plays in this fourth quarter when they had to. A strange call made this an unusual finish for the Redskins.
Redskins have allowed only 16 second-half points in almost 5 games. And Neil O'Donnell will have one more chance, but his team out of timeouts. Trevor Matic, who is now the long snapper for the team, and Trey Johnson, number 77, who, despite his girth, has lost 20 pounds. He's down to 325.
Well, we've got some activities.
Out of camera view, there's a young man who probably had a few stops before he got to the stadium, and he's on the field, but he's being chased.
And he will not be part of the debate next week.
No, will not satisfy his lust for camera FaceTime.
Oh.
Coming up after the game on the Steel postgame show here at RFK, Ernie Johnson will be joined by Gus Frerotte and Leslie Shepard. Back in Atlanta, Vince Cellini, Mark May, and Randall Cunningham will look at the other action around the NFL today. And they'll be visiting with Jim Harbaugh live from Indianapolis. Also, Norman Chad will offer his unique insight and Chad's chatter coming up on the Steel postgame show.
As you look at Gus Frerotte, it has been a very efficient night for this Redskin team, Vern. They didn't have any turnovers. They only gave up 1 sack. They only had 2 penalties. Now, that's a sign of a very well-coached team.
And for the New York Jets, the feeling of desperation must be growing by the second. 0-5, and they were in this one until that end zone call. Here's Ronald Ford, number 33, and good special teams play. Downfield, James Jenkins and Patrice Alexander get this tackle.
And right now for that guy, the end zone feels as far away as a balanced budget.
You are in a political mode tonight.
Yeah, I'm in the mood. I'm saying the Washington Monument. We've seen, by the way, that thing took 101 years to build. A long time. See the Jefferson Memorial. It's an historic city. It's an election year.
I'm glad to see you reading something other than the comic section. This is good.
Occasionally. Yeah, occasionally.
1st and 10. Flag down. O'Donnell just throws it away.
Oh, nice catch by Murrell. See that?
That was a heck of a catch.
Man, he's run the ball, had a big night, running 119 yards, and then makes a stab on the ball. Unfortunately, he was out of bounds, and he wasn't in the game.
Illegal hands, hands to the face. Number 70 of the offense, 10 yards, 1st down.
Matt O'Dwyer.
Now, despite the loss, Murrell had a real good night, running and sometimes catching. Well, at least the Jets, Vern, have something they can hang their head on. That's Adrian Murrell, and that's the running game. Coming into tonight's ball game, it was grab bag. Little of this, little of that. But now they have an identity. It's a pretty good running team.
But it's a team that's going to find itself 0-5. And they're out of timeouts right here. 31-16. O'Donnell left side. That one caught by Webster Slaughter in front of Daryl Green, and the clock will continue to wind down. By the way, just to put the period on Morrell's performance tonight, he's going to wind up with 31 carries, a career high, and 119 yards, a career high. You might have added 23 more yards to that, but he was credited with 23 yards lost rushing on a fumble on the abortive attempt at a reverse. Here's Keyshawn Johnson with his guy's 7th catch tonight, and that's good for a first down to the 32. And Keyshawn Johnson and Neil O'Donnell are scheduled to appear on the postgame show. It's hoped by all of us that they will be with Ernie Johnson, and if so, give us their version of what happened in the end zone.
Well, I know what his version is going to be.
Yeah, I caught the touchdown.
It came down.
40 seconds to go in this one. Left side, Webster Slaughter. And he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
You know, Vern, this is not a dominant Washington Redskin team, but a team that, you know, is regaining its confidence and its self-esteem that it had in all those championship years. And it's well coached.
Life is good in this city if you're a winner.
In most cities.
Keyshawn Johnson with his 8th catch, trying to get out of bounds to stop the clock, which he does. And now a little extracurricular activity.
He had 3 Redskins keep him inbounds.
Tom Carter with the tackle. Norv Turner, his team has won 4 in a row. They're 4-1 and have a half-game lead. Rich Kotite, his record now as a head coach in his last 28 games is 3 wins and 25 defeats. But all is splendid with Norv Turner. The Redskins now sit back and watch the Monday night encounter between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will enjoy the rest of this evening and next week. Redskins have a bye coming up. They've won 4 in a row for the first time since they were last 16.